Hello, this is a free call from
An offender at the Chillicothe Correctional Center.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, press 2.
If you would like to permanently block your number from receiving calls from this facility, press
6. Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hello.
Hi, Gypsy. I'm so glad I finally got you. 1 second. I'm in like a noisy place, but you can talk. I can hear you, but you might not be able to hear me so well.
I can hear you fine.
Okay, good.
Yeah. But it's been, pretty
glad.
crazy around here, so.
Yeah.
The documentary came out. Like, I'm getting a ton of mail.
Yeah. Is any of it, like, interesting, or is it just people talking to you, or?
It's just people that are, lending up their support and everything.
Mhm. So that's good. Have you written to any of them yet, or?
Kelly, somebody wants you. Sorry, somebody wanted me to.
That's okay.
Okay. Sorry, somebody's like looking at me through the window like, that's Kelly. I'm like, Kelly. Anyway, sorry. But it's just a really, nice group of people that everybody has seen the documentary and just wants to, say nice things. And I want to write back to everybody, but it's like finding the time, it's ridiculous.
Plus the stamps, the postage eventually, right?
Yeah. Well, a couple of people have put some money in my account, and so I've been able to buy stamps. I think I bought like 50 stamps or something to try and get everybody back.
But it's also exhausting, to write all those people back. But yeah, well, I'm glad that you got like a lot of like letters of support. That's good.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. So how's everything else going?
It's been going good. Prison is kind of boring, so we just do the same stuff over and over again. So nothing much has really happened over here. But one good thing is in school I went up a whole new level in math. So I'm no longer in easy math. I'm in medium math right now. So
are you maybe good at math?
I'm not. Math is my worst subject.
Okay.
And I'm in A level for everything else, and once I could get to D level, that's whenever I can take my pre test,
GED.
and then if I pass the pre-test, then I can take the actual test. And so I'm like just really studying really hard, and I think I test again in like 3 weeks or so to see where I'm at.
You're going really fast. You're going really fast, though. Considering that you've never been to school, this is going really fast.
I know, and that's the good thing. That's kind of what I want, because I know once I get out of school, I will have more time on my hands, but more opportunities will be able to come up because I'll be able to have a paid slot job. So I could have a job that could pay a lot more than just $7.50 a month,
Right.
So.
Yeah. And of course. And I don't know, like you have some time in there to catch up, but it feels like it's going so fast, right? Like for you to be already taking a pre-GED with no school.
Right.
You got to be like pretty naturally intelligent, Gypsy. Like, you seem that way. You seem that way to me, right? Like, but it's interesting that you're going so fast, right? Like, if you manage to, some people it takes them years to do their GED, right? And you are gonna do it. Like, it sounds like my guess is that within another year or so you will have done it.
Right. I bet I will, because I read a lot at home, and so reading comes naturally. The language, I just needed to figure out, learn where my commas went and everything. Because, if you're good at reading, you'd be good at language. So, naturally, I was good at those two things. But whenever, I didn't grow up knowing my timetable, so, learning the timetable and stuff, that was kind of hard. And, division and stuff, because I'm I know adding and subtracting, didn't know multiplication and division. So, I had to learn that. And that's really the root of all math. so I'm like trying to build on that, and now I'm at like fractions and percents, decimals, and stuff like that. And so it's a little bit harder, but I'm still hanging in there, and I'm getting like 90%, 94% in M level. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, it is really, really, really good. Again, like, you know, a lot of people go through school and learn it in the proper order in the way that you do, and they don't get 90% on their test, right? You're doing really well, and I'm really glad to hear that. It'll be great if it turns out that you can, like, catch up quite a lot. I mean, you know, prison is prison, and I wish you weren't there. I wish you were out in the world. But like, you know, at least this is going well. I'm really glad to hear that. Super glad.
Yeah, I think the most of it, really. And I know that people, like, after seeing the documentary, they're, like, trying to petition for my freedom and stuff, and I'm not sure how that would go legally, you know, since it was a plea agreement. So I'm like, I don't know if that's possible. I don't want to get my hopes
I think the governor. I know your dad put out a petition on the internet today, and I guess like they'll tell you where it is. I think there's like 700 people have signed it. Last I looked, about a couple hours ago.
Wow.
So, you know, no, it's going pretty fast. I mean, I don't know if that's possible or not. I think what would have to happen is for the governor of Missouri to decide that you deserve some kind of clemency, right? And he can do anything to your sentence. He can decide that you're not going to serve out the rest of it. He can decide that you should have a conditional release. He can do all sorts of things. So who knows? I mean, those petitions take a while, and I think it would take a while. But I mean, your dad is trying, and I think they'll keep talking to people. It's easier once they have a bunch of signatures behind them, right? I mean, most people I talk to, Gypsy, don't think that you should be. They think you should be getting a lot of treatment or something, and you know, I wish you had a therapist, right?
I mean, I call Mom like 4 times a week or something. I say she's my therapist because anytime I need to talk to her, I mean, just ask my phone bill. She's my therapist.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I know. But you should also have somebody who's just yours, right? Like, so I think we all feel that way, and it would be easier to do that if you weren't there. But I mean, yeah, it's hard to get your hopes up or whatever. But like, I do think people believe that you don't belong there, and that's good. It's something. And yeah, I mean, the documentary, like, it was everywhere for a while. You know, there's a lot of news going on right now because of the president and everything, but like, definitely it was everywhere. So yeah, I should tell you, so you know, it's Hulu, right? Like, this doing the show, if the show ever gets made. So we have sketched out a pilot, which, you know, it's, you know how these things kind of work. Like, I'll probably go over it with you more in detail, like if they ever make it. I mean, some of it is fictionalizing in order to get people to understand, like, the story a little bit. But I think it's pretty true to your experience, which is that I mean, the pilot just introduces the idea that, like, I don't know, you were having all these medical procedures, that you were a little bit confused about whether you were active or not. You knew you could do certain things, but you didn't know, you know, the true extent of the situation, and that it was hard for you. So you know, I don't know. It's funny. I have no idea what you'll think about it. It must be really weird, but to eventually see this on screen if it ever happens, but. Basically, where we are with it is we submitted an outline, right, like, of the first episode. And I think you might like this. It's the same studio and the same executive that does The Magicians, you know. I know you told me once that was your favorite TV show. It's the same people.
Yes. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's on Hulu instead of Sci-Fi, but it's the same people. I told them, and they liked that, actually.
Okay. Cool.
So, yeah. So what happens now is, like, Hulu looks at it, and then they talk to us about it or whatever, and then they tell us if they want us to go ahead and write the script next. And then we'll probably have a bunch more questions for you as we do the script. I mean, I know we think about some. Can I ask you, was your mom like super religious? I know you guys are Catholics, but you didn't go to church, right?
Like me and my mom, yeah, we went to church.
Yeah.
We did go to the Catholic church in Springfield. It was called St. Agnes.
Okay.
And, yeah, so like whenever I was born Catholic and raised Catholic, but we'd also go, besides our Catholic church we'd go to, we'd also go with a friend to a non-denominational church. So yes, we are Christian now.
Okay. All right. And did you go like every week or just like sometimes or?
Like my mom would try to take us every week. There would be like a couple weeks, say that I went for church that we wouldn't go. But if we were in Kansas City, we'd go to the non-denominational our friend, and whenever we were at home, we'd try to go every week to church.
Okay. So like most of the time you were going to church.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I didn't really know that. I knew that you were Catholic, and I knew that you went to church sometimes. I didn't know that you went regularly. But okay, all right. So, and the church is called St. Agnes, you said, in Springfield.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Because I think we're gonna have you mention that you're Catholic at some point in the show, just because, like, I don't know, it's part of it.
Yeah.
Okay, and I wanted to make sure I had that totally right. Okay. Well, I mean, I think. So far, I think we're keeping it pretty close. Like, I don't think there's anything in it so far that is, like, completely new to you.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. But like, or is something that you won't recognize at all. Because usually, even where we, like, say we have something like your mom throw a party, that's because they told me that, like, in the neighborhood. I don't think I ever talked to you about this, but they told me in the neighborhood about, like, showing the movies on the side of the house.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
We'd have movie night, and because we had like our house was kind of like on a slope of a hill.
Yeah, I've been there.
Perfect. Well, you've been there, so you know. We'd show movies on the side of the house, and our neighbors would like sit down on the lawn, and we'd have popcorn. And all our movies were, rated PG. We didn't show any scary movies or any rated R movies or any inappropriate movies, so it was family friendly. And it really, really brought the neighborhood closer together. So
yeah, a lot of people told me about it. Like it was one of the first things they'd say about you guys all the time, that they liked the movie showing.
Yeah.
So they remembered it. Yeah. Okay. Well, so basically, I think this timeline will probably change. But my understanding of the timeline so far is that like around August is when they might tell us if they're actually really planning to make this, right? Like, because like so far this is just like a script that we're writing, right? Like, and you never know whether it gets made or not. It seems like people are pretty gung ho. Like, the reason it went to Hulu is because they fought pretty hard for it. There were like a few different places, including HBO, that wanted it. But Hulu won. So, and I think the executives get it. There's like a young woman executive on it, but I think it's nice to have a young woman on it. And so they'll tell us in August, and that's when we might actually get to a place where we're even talking about casting,
Right. And also,
I think
is whenever the HBO cracks up. So, I know that Mom and Dad will like discuss because I know we got approached to be on the Dr. Phil show and the Dr. Oz show and stuff like that. But because we're under contract, we can't do it like right now. So in all this is
right.
The contract ends, so that if we're gonna decide what we want to do and what we don't want to do. So like the Dr.
Yeah, I mean, I think.
We haven't decided on, it's just different things, but we're all going to talk about it and see what's best,
Yeah, well, I think you should do whatever you want, but I think you should, if you can, make them pay you. In the sense that, like, those shows are what they are, right? Like, they're not going to be as thoughtful as Aaron necessarily, right? Like, so but like, you should do whatever you feel comfortable. But yeah, around then, I guess, like, that's how it gets decided. And then you'll be doing more interviews and stuff. So yeah, I mean, I think there's a pretty good chance that they are just going to, yes, like put us into production then. And what they've said to us is that I don't think they'd be looking to cast you right away. They'd be because I think with you, it's going to be, well, I think they want to cast your mom first, right? So I think that's what you would hear about. But I'll keep you as up to date on all of that. Like, I don't want any of this to come as a surprise. And I still haven't had any success persuading them to get you contractually involved. But between you and me, and this kind of has to be like a secret. Although I told your mom and dad too, like, if I can't win, like if I can't get them to involve you contractually, I mean, yeah, I will donate some of my money to you somehow. Like, I don't know how I can do it, but I will find a way.
That's sweet.
Yeah, well, because, the nice thing about you not being contractually involved with us is, like, when Dr. Phil and them approach you when they want to do stuff, you can just do it, right? Like, you don't have to ask anybody. Completely up to you. But like, I just feel strongly that this is your story, and like, I don't know how much it can be if it's just my money, and I don't know how any of this works. But like, that's the secret thing between you and me and your dad and your mom. Okay? Yeah. Like, please don't tell other people.
No.
Yeah, don't tell other people about it. But like, I'll just figure it out like after it's done, because I think around the time that they put it into production, it'll be easier for me to figure that out. So the thing is, like, yeah. In the meantime, though, you should do whatever you want. If you want to do, if you don't want to, like, if you want to do Dr. Phil, do Dr. Phil. If you don't want to do Dr. Phil, don't do Dr. Phil. I think it should be about whether you like the producers or not. But some of those shows are weird. Right? And you wouldn't want to get on one where somebody is, like, mean to you. That's the only thing I'd be worried about.
Exactly. And that's what I'd be worried about. So, I mean, but the good thing is Dad and Mom would be there. I'm not going to take me out of the Agreed. But they're going to be here and stuff to make sure that the questions or whatever are right. And just to make sure that it's appropriate and nobody is getting bashed, nobody is getting, grilled or anything like that. So I think that's really important. And there's something I wanted to talk to you about. I talked to Erin, and she had said that you were writing a book about my story.
Oh no, that's not true. So that was old. That was a long time ago. I thought that I would write like something about actually Munchausen's that wouldn't be about you specifically, right? But I mean, it might have incorporated you, but I'm not doing it.
I didn't want to offend you or anything, but I was like, I was hoping to write a book, about everything.
And I know that.
Kind of like
I know that.
Autobiography, and so that's why I was like, I just wanted to talk to you and see if it was true and see what was going on with it.
This call is from a correctional
I
facility and may be monitored and recorded.
Now, if I was doing something like that, I'd tell you first of all. But like, no, I'm not. Right? Like, yeah. No, that's it seems like enough to try and do the TV show, to be honest with you. I didn't want to on top of that also do the book. And like, it's busy enough as it is. So don't worry. No, I'm not going to try to also. That said, have you heard from any book people at all?
No.
Any agents?
No,
okay, I think you might eventually.
Some people have told me, some of the people that wrote to me is like, you should write a book and things like that. I'm like, I plan to, but right now it's kind of about me still kind of dealing with school, so I'm more focused on school. And then once I'm finished with school, I can focus on writing a book. Right now I'm so focused on assignments and getting my grades up and everything that I haven't had the time. So, but that's something I want to do.
Yeah, well, and I also think look, if it if it takes it's always better to wait a little while to write. I think I think over time you will find you will have like better distance to say something about it.
Mhm. Yeah.
So like I think it's not that bad that you have this like school thing in between it. But yeah, if you ever hear from like book agents or something like that, like I know a lot of people in the book world, so feel free to ask me, right?
Okay.
I think what it might be, I'm surprised you haven't heard from them yet.
Mhm.
I'll think about it anyway.
Okay.
I was approached to write a whole book about your story, like a lot, when the article came out, but that was never what I wanted to do either. In part because it's your story, and also, I don't know. Eventually, I'm not your spokesperson. Yeah, and I'm also not your spokesperson. Do you know what I mean? Like, I didn't want to be your publicist.
Right. Sometimes I think I need one.
Yeah, no, I know exactly, but it also just, I don't want you to feel like that's who I am or something.
Right, no, and that's why I just wanted to ask you about it, because like we're friends and stuff. So,
no,
like,
totally.
I know that you would tell me honestly if that was happening or whatever, but Erin was like, just ask her because I think that she's writing a book about you. I'm not sure, but just ask her about it. And I'm like, I will. I'm sure she would have told me if she was, but,
Yeah.
Oh.
I dropped that idea. Like, I told him that probably ages ago, but I dropped that idea once the article came out. I don't know.
Okay.
The response was sort of overwhelming, and I don't know. I also don't really, I just didn't want to, so I didn't. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. But you feel free to call me anytime. I mean, I know you're busy. I should actually, I know that you're busy and stuff, and I don't worry.
I was like trying to call you at different times because I didn't know if you would be home or whatever. So
I know it was so horrible.
Really late or really early.
No, because I'm across the country now too. It's true. I'm in Canada for a little while, but I'm in Vancouver, which is like above California. So you were calling at the right times. It was just like a weird week, and it was funny how you would call like at the exact moment I wasn't looking at my phone. It was amazing. But I'm really glad I got you. Yeah.
Things have been interesting around here because I'm like I think it means the world to me. It really does for people to be supportive and everything. And I'm like, finally people can, understand that I'm not a monster and understand the situation that got me here. And, a lot of people feel like I shouldn't be here. And sometimes I think, I should be here. But other times that I shouldn't. And I think even my family feels that way. And, like, my cousin Tiffany and my mom's side of the family, they were completely against the documentary at first. And then everybody watched it in the family, and they were like, "Oh my God, this is real. This is true." I remember you telling me that, and so because they're like, well, sometimes documentaries don't say the truth or whatever, and I'm like, no, this one is coming from me, and it's true about everything. So, and I'm like, I had asked Mom, I'm like, what all is in the documentary? And she was kind of telling me a little bit. And I'm like, oh, gosh, they've got embarrassing parts that I would never want to be aired. Good God, never.
I know. I worried a little bit about it. Let me be clear that I don't think any of it is, like, that embarrassing, but definitely, I remember you telling me you were worried about pictures that you took of yourself and sent to Nick. And of course, those are in the documentary. I think nothing like naked things. We're clear, okay? Yeah. Like
the bathing suit ones. My mom said,
"Yeah.
Oh my goodness, you're gonna get some fan mail for that." Like I probably have, but no one's outright said it. but it's okay. But I mean, even like I heard that even celebrities have seen it, like Kristy and John Legend and everything. I just think that's crazy.
I know, it is really weird, isn't it? It's because it's on HBO, right? Like, and people will watch it. Those people still watch HBO even though they're super famous.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, they've seen it. They've seen about it. It's true.
Crazy.
Yeah, like it's just been everywhere. Yep, you're kind of famous now. I mean, you're famous on the internet too. And I can tell because so I have like a Google alert on your name.
Oh, really?
And yeah, and now we're in the phase where people are like spreading viral content about you. They're writing like those things like questions we still have after we watch the documentary, right? None of which are like, I don't know, huge. They're usually like, you know, what, because I guess the documentary doesn't say. It's weird because sometimes I forget what the documentary does and doesn't say because at this point I know a lot about you. But I guess it doesn't say when you started to know that like your illnesses or that some of the stuff wasn't true. It's a Medicaid card. But like, yeah, but it's funny that you're actually that popular that at this point somebody like people want to write things about you because they know people will read them.
Right.
So you're well known now. You're well known.
Something's crazy. It's like I was talking to Mom the other day for like 50 minutes or whatever, and we were chit chatting, and it was like I guess people are starting to make their own like scenarios and like conclusions about different things in the documentary. Like I just think whenever I was my dad at the very end, whenever I was leaving to go to prison, but they didn't show me hug Mom. They didn't show me hug Kristy. So they are to the conclusion that I hate her and that gave her a dirty look, or I still have mommy issues, or she's going to be next on my kill list, or some stuff like that. I'm like, they didn't show
people on the internet.
I gave her a big hug too. I'm like,
I know.
I gave them both a big hug. It's crazy.
People are crazy, and I think like. Yeah, like, and they do get crazy. I mean, I got people complaining about how I am in the documentary, too. It's true that I'm a little cheerful in it, and I'm not really sure why. I think it's because I was really nervous, and I laugh when I'm nervous, right? Like, it's just what I do. I don't laugh in the documentary, but I think I'm constantly, like, on the edge of it because I'm so nervous. I don't like being photographed or filmed. But Aaron was just so nice. I said yes. But yeah, it's like, it's, you know, people are always gonna do this on the internet. It's annoying. It was annoying in your case because like it felt like people were just making stuff up about you and then trying to like help the police or whatever. But like that at least has died down now. But yeah, it's true. They still do things. I think it's crazy internet people basically. But yeah, overall the response, everybody that I know who has seen it or you know, I think it helped people understand the story, as always, which is good. Yeah.
Yeah. And like even my Aunt Tammy, she needed to see the documentary before she could write me because she was like having a hard time understanding everything. And then when she saw it, she wrote me and she's like, "You have a whole family that's here to support you. Love you," and everything. And so, I mean, I wrote her back and everything. And David and Kim Blanchard are going to be writing me because they've seen it.
Oh, nice. So that's good.
I'm expecting a letter from them. So things are getting better.
Well, I'm really glad.
Yeah.
You deserve for things to get better for you.
Oh, thanks. Well, I'm gonna let you go because I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, of course, and your time. But yeah, give me a call again in another couple weeks, and I'll tell you where we are with the rest of it, and we can update each other. Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. Talk to you later.
All right. Bye.
The person you called has hung up.